this is what pisses me off. Then people say things like, oh, self-improvement is a scam because all the content creators are scamming you for money. Bro, it's only a scam if you don't use the value. Listening to content in itself is not going to do anything. Zero without taking action. There's a trap that people fall for that makes them believe that self-improvement is a scam. You start watching these videos, how to meditate, how I made 10K a month, like super productive morning routine, how I meditated for a year, right? You hype yourself up with the self-improvement content. And then you watch, you're super into self-improvement, yay! And then you notice that your life doesn't change. And then you blame it on self-improvement without any self-accountability. That's when you know you've fallen for the trap. The trap I'm talking about is intellectual masturbation. Your brain often tricks you into feeling like you're being productive by watching these videos. You put yourself, you identify with that person that you're watching. You kind of feel empathetically what they're feeling and you put yourself in their shoes, and that makes you feel really good. That makes you feel motivated, like you're that guy. Because you're learning his secrets, you're learning his knowledge, you're learning how he did that. And then you think, that means now I know how to do it myself. But all of that happened just in your mind. You didn't actually do anything. And now this can apply to everything in your life. For example, thinking about starting a business. You go to your friend and you tell him, bro, I have this idea. Let's create a company, right? And then once we create this product, we're gonna sell this, we're gonna advertise there, this is gonna be our sponsor. And then you talk, you hype yourself up. And then a month passes, you haven't even registered the company. You haven't even started building the product. Or it can be the same with watching videos on how to attract girls. Like you keep watching these videos, 10 tricks to make her fall in love with you or be attracted to you. How to actually talk to women, how body language, all of that, right? And then you're still left with no bitches because you're too scared to approach one. All you did is learn a bunch of stuff that you're not going to use. People fall for this trap because taking action is actually the difficult step, self-improvement. Listening to content in itself is not going to do anything. Zero without taking action. You think you're better than the people watching TikToks and Instagram Reels, watching brain rot, but you aren't. You're doing the same thing, but instead of watching entertaining content, you're just simply watching something of a different topic. Instead of it being entertainment and silly things, it's knowledge on how to become successful. But in reality, you're no better than the man who watches TikTok and then brain rot. If you do not use this knowledge, you're not going to get anywhere, obviously, right? And this is what pisses me off. Then people say things like, oh, self-improvement is a scam because all the content creators are scamming you for money. Bro, it's only a scam if you don't use the value. If you pay for a product, you bought the product. If you paid for a book, if you paid for a course, and you're not going to do anything with it, then you've wasted value. It's like saying, oh, I bought myself a new bike, but you never ride it. Of course, it's wasted money and wasted value. Saying self-improvement is masturbation basically tells me and everybody around you that you lack that introspection to understand that self-improvement and mental masturbation are two different things. And what you describe as self-improvement is simply the latter. Because of your lack of introspection, you cannot tell that it's not actually the fault of the content you're consuming, but the fault of you not taking actions. This is why introspection is so very important and so omitted. Nobody basically talks about it, but it allows you to think for yourself and correct your mistakes. And this is what all the successful people lack, but they don't even think about it. Introspection. Because it's so obvious. It's just basically your pattern of thought. It's basically your default mental state. There is more I explain about that topic in the video that should pop up in the corner of your screen. I believe it would actually make a difference in your life. Introspection is what differentiates people that are on self-improvement and people who just intellectually masturbate. So the next self-improvement video you watch, after that, I want you to take a break. Instead of thinking, cool, I've just learned something new, immediately take action on it. If you've watched a video on attracting women, go outside, find a girl you like, and then use those steps that you've watched from that video and practice. If you've just watched the introspection video that I've sent, maybe actually consider the steps that I mentioned in the video. Only then will self-improvement be valuable to you. This has been Hustlers Ethics. Subscribe to the channel for more motivation and advice.